What's up, everybody? Welcome back to day 2 in our week-long look at Christmas holiday-themed beers here on the channel. And today, we have a beer from Olde Hickory Brewery out of Hickory, North Carolina. This is their Christmas Ale. They are calling this one a winter ale, brewed with honey and spices. Here on the side, they have everything listed that you need to know about this beer. I'd love to see this. It says it is 5.5% ABV, 11 IBUs, 31 SRM, and 12.5 degrees Plato. Check that out. How awesome is that? Just everything you need to know right there on the bottle. Bottled on 9/27/23, so just under 3 months in the can. Man, it seems like Christmas and like holiday beers are like pumpkin beers now. They just keep coming out earlier and earlier every year. A little bit about this beer. It says, we believe our Christmas beer is the perfect beer for a merry season. Brewed from fond childhood memories of fresh baked cookies and cakes. Christmas Ale is made with local honey, fresh grated ginger, cinnamon stick, and fresh orange zest together with the finest two-row barley, pure water, hops, and love. Big fan of Olde Hickory. They make really good stouts and barley wines. Big fan of their Event Horizon Linley Park stouts. Also their Omega Point barley wine is fantastic. They do an awesome barrel program there as well. I have never had this beer before, so really looking forward to cracking it open and seeing what she's got. Right. Kind of pours that kind of orangish, burnt orange kind of hue there. Very faint head coming off on this, maybe quarter to half finger ahead. Smallish bubbles. Totally bone white. Fairly translucent, maybe a little chill haze on that, but looks like a good one. Let's get a nose in her. There is a sweetness to this beer. I'm kind of getting some of that, a little bit of like a candied orange on this. Very faint candied orange. I am getting that honey. I think that's where that sweetness is coming from. I'm getting a little bit of a honey whiff in there as well. As far as the spices go, I'm not really picking up on anything in particular. Maybe a faint ginger. Smells pretty decent. Jumping in. Cheers. Okay. Very light, very crisp. I'm picking up a little bit of that honey sweetness. Kind of in the back end is where I get a little bit of that orange zest kind of coming into play. Very, very, very light on the spices. Very subtle spice. I do pick up a faint hint of like a ginger maybe. Say ginger on here? Yeah, grated ginger. Just cinnamon stick. I'm not picking up any cinnamon in this thing at all. Along with that honey sweetness, there is a little bit of a malt sweetness as well that kind of comes in about, you can kind of pick that up about midway through the palate. Yeah, it's a fairly decent beer. It's not going to blow you away or anything. I wish there was a little bit more spice to this as well. For somebody that doesn't like a lot of spice in their beer, this is a good alternative for you because you can kind of pick up just a little faint bit of a little gingerness and a little bit of orange zest at the end. But it's very, very subtle. Um, and it's not gonna overwhelm your palate. So if you're not used to drinking a lot of spices in your beers, this one I think would be pretty good for you. That kind of a little bit of that bitter orange zest kind of does linger on the back of your tongue throughout the finish, and kind of sticks around a little bit. It is a little lighter body, but that provides a nice crispness to it. Um, yeah, it's pretty decent. Is it the best representation of a Christmas ale I've ever had? No, but I can see where this has its place, um, especially for those, like I said, who aren't big into like the big spicy beers. This is an absolute crusher. You could sit down and nail out a couple of these in a night. I mean, at 5.5%, yeah, easy crusher. Drinks really easy, really light, really crisp. Um, Not many of those like holiday spices going on this though. So yeah, it's pretty decent. Apparently it is a thing to drop like a candy cane or like a peppermint in this and enjoy it. Maybe I'll go out and get another bottle and try doing that with it, seeing if that kind of brings out any of the flavors or what it kind of does with this. And at $2.79 a can, a bottle. Um, that's what I picked this up for. It's worth a shot to get another bottle and try it with that peppermint stuff. See if those flavors or if that peppermint imparts any more flavor to this. It's a pretty decent beer. I just wish that those spices were there a little bit more. Um, I also appreciate the fact that this is just a Christmas crusher. You could sit and have a lot of these. If the spices were there, I'd enjoy it just a little bit more. But it's pretty decent for what it is. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of it. Hope y'all find one to enjoy as well. Cheers. Hope to see you back tomorrow.